Hi, welcome to my channel. I am the Hommeyosh, and I'd like to apologize. It's been a while since I put out a video. I had some technical errors, things going on with my computers, but I'm back up and running. And I'd like to go over some control rigs, animations, and add-ons. Right now, I'm gonna pull up an add-on. It's for Mixamo. It's really helpful. So if you just go ahead, I'll put the link in the description below. And you go ahead and go onto this site and just scroll down here. It says get add-on. And when you go ahead and you save the add-on, you just go ahead and hit save as. And just go ahead and create a folder, a subfolder labeled add-ons if you don't have it already. And you should go ahead and just save it. And when you go ahead and open it, do not go ahead and just extract the zip folders. Just keep the zip folders just like they are. And then when you go into you open up your Blender and you go into your edit and then you go into your preferences. And in there, you would just go ahead and you would hit installs and go to the folder that you put it in. And go into your add-ons and you'll see these zip folders. It's going to look just like this. But what you're going to want to do is you want to find your Mixamo. And you go ahead and hit install add-on. And it's going to go ahead and bring the add-on. I already have it installed, but it's going to show up just like this. And it's not going to be checked, so you're just going to go ahead and check yours. Just make sure it's checked. And that would be it. So then if you go down here, you'll see your different items where you get your tools, your views. All these here. This is where it's going to show up at. I have a bunch of different add-ons that I have here. So you just find your Mixamo and you want to have your Mixamo character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Mixamo here. And if you don't have Mixamo, you can just go ahead and sign in for yourself. Okay, then you just open up Mixamo and I'm just going to choose any character here. And I'm going to go ahead and download this guy here with the T-pose. You can give him animation, it doesn't matter. I like to create my own animations. I'm going to save them there. And I'm going to go back into my Blender. I'm going to do my import of my FBX. So I go into File, Import, FBX. Okay, just wait for it to load up a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to target his amateur. So as you see, his amateur pops up. If I want to change the name, let me just say man. It doesn't matter what you want to change them. So you can make sure you can identify them on your collections here. So we go ahead and use the eyedropper. We go ahead and select them, and we go ahead and very easily hit create control rig. And as you can see, it successfully made our control rig. So I'm going to go ahead with my control rig selected. I'm going to go ahead to my pose mode here. And since these are like eye constraints, I can only use. But I'm also going to mirror the other side, so I'm going to hit the mirror on the x-axis. And as you can see, both sides are moving. I'm going to go ahead and straighten them out here. Pull out the legs a little bit. Now, if you go ahead and do the back, just push down as these go up. Can loosen up a little bit. Then we can use the bones. It's pretty neat. I love this add-on. And if you mess up, the best thing about it is you can just hit zero out rig. There, it's zeroed out. So another thing, if you want to add animations, so that's a cool thing about it. Okay, just a simple start walking. There we go. There we go. He's walking. So So with scan, I'm going to do without scan, and I'm going to go ahead and download it. Now it saves as FPX, but it's FPX animation. So I'll go back into my Blender, and I'm going to get out of pose mode. I'm just going to go into object mode, and I'm going to move this whole thing over to here. And that's a good thing. It's all parented. As you can see, the amateur is moved up here, or the amateur is no longer in charge anymore. This is the dad, it's the control rig. So you got the dad, and then the mom, which is the bones, which is no longer in there anymore. And then you got your mesh, which seems to be just one piece. So that's what I don't like about some of these characters inside Mixamo. They're already just combined one piece. I like having different pieces and parenting the objects, so I can, if I need to go back in and update something or change something, then you know it's easier to have going into the parent other than editing it. But yeah, so I don't really like this guy, but it's good for a demo. So we're just doing the demonstration, so I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just going to show you. So we zeroed out the rig, and we're just going to bring in the animation. So let's go ahead and import the animation. We're FBX. So I went to File, Import, FBX, and we're looking for Start Walking Animation. So let's go ahead and import that. So now here's the little thing. With our control rig selected, let's go ahead and clear out the source skeleton. So you want to take your eyedropper and you want to go under the new animation. So as you can see, the new animation is going to start walking as he stays still. So let's go back to frame 1, and we got amateur 1. So I'm going to call this walking. I'm going to make sure label and save. So with my amateur walking selected, I'm going to go ahead and I gotta have my animation selected. Alright, so I got the control rig selected and the animation under the source skeleton, and all I got to do is update control rig, or apply, apply animation to control rig. So we'll go ahead and hit that and just wait for the magic to happen. Dropping, there we go. Alright, so you successfully imported an animation to your control rig. So as you can see, now the control rig moves with the animation. So isn't that cool? That's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. So, and then if you want to zero out your control rig, you just hit your zero out. So you're back to the square one where you want to be. And if you want to put in more animations, you can go ahead and do that. You just download through Mixamo. I'm going to put out another video out later. But for now, that's it. So until next time, keep creating.